Welcome back, viewers. Today we will be testing the Keltner Impulse MA indicator. But before we do, if you have not watched our first video and the videos after that, you need to go do that now. At the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team. And as a team, we will all profit from it when we are done. You can find a link to the first video down below. You can also find a link to sign up for TradingView down below. If you use the link below, you will save a little bit of money. You can also find a link below to join us on Discord. Discord is a free group communication platform. On our Discord server, we are having great conversations about all things regarding trading. One of the biggest struggles on this channel is people who use other platforms like MT4 being able to follow along. Sometimes it can be hard to find the indicators we are using on other platforms. And so on our Discord server, I have created a channel for indicator creation. And on that channel, I pinned links to freelancers who can code indicators for MT or for TradingView. So if you don't want to create a TradingView account, you can hire a freelancer for a really small fee and have them code an indicator for the MT platform. Or if you are on TradingView and need an indicator created, something unique or an indicator for a system you have developed, you can also have them code PineScript. So use the link for either MT4 coding or use the link for PineScript. Lastly, I get a lot of people that are asking me for the entire list of all the winning indicators that we have tested to date. And whereas I am not a big proponent of gatekeeping information, I've put a lot of time and effort into creating the content on my YouTube channel. And so I don't think it is too much to ask for the viewers to go through and view the content that I've spent a lot of time creating. Now, if you are not interested in supporting our channel by going back and watching the content that I have created, then I have developed a solution for you. I've created a Patreon account. I will put a link to it down below in the description. If you sign up for Patreon and you sign up for the $9 a month account, I will send you the full list of tested and winning indicators to date. I will also send you an updated list of the indicators that we are testing at the end of each week. Now, of course, you have to stay subscribed to the $9 subscription, monthly subscription, to continue to receive the updated list of indicators. But that way it will provide me with the support that I need to continue to provide the free content that I am putting out for everybody to view. Now, if you just love the channel in general and want to support us, then there is also a lower, I think $3 Patreon subscription that you can sign up for that will also help support the channel and keep things going so that way I can continue to produce the content and the open information that we are creating here in this channel and in our Discord server. Again, if you have not signed up for our Discord, then you need to do that as well. It is a absolutely free platform where we have real-time ability to chat and have conversations about trading. And again, if you want to support the channel with Patreon, then you can find the link down below in the description. All right, as I said, today we will be testing the Keltner Impulse MA indicator. But before we do, I wanted to put the indicator scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested 181 indicators. And out of those 181 indicators, 72 of them have been winners, which means that they have met or exceeded the 60% win-loss ratio threshold that we have set for them. The best ones so far were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now you need to go back and watch those videos to understand the context of how they were able to achieve that. But as we are working on building the best trading system possible, you could take any one of those 72 indicators and get out there and start potentially profitably trading the markets with them now. So go back and watch those videos, make a list of those indicators, and get out there and see what you can do with them. But stick with us here as we work on maximizing your trading profits. All right. So today's indicator is the Keltner Impulse MA indicator. You can see it on screen here. Seems to be, quite a bit of things going on with it here. But all in all, really the only thing that we are concerned with is what the bar colors seem to be doing. So we have these lines, and they are various different indicators. And then we have the coloration of the bars themselves, and that is giving us an idea of when we should be going long, when we should be going short. Now, this is a TradingView member created indicator, like a lot of them that we have been testing. That creator did not give us any kind of direction on how this indicator should be tested. And so once again, we are kind of left to figure it out on our own. I can only assume that the bar coloration has a significant role in the functionality of this indicator. And so beyond that, I can't imagine. I guess it's possible that some of these other, like these channel lines and so on, might have some kind of functionality. Maybe a secondary setup. We see this sometimes where an indicator will give a trend direction signals, and then they will also provide things like reversal signals all within the same indicator. Now, it is possible that you might be able to, just by its very nature, use this indicator in that way. So like here, for example, you can see that price action dumped here pretty hard. It came down, it touched, well, here it touched the very lowest band, and it seemed to rubber band back pretty hard. You can see here that it came down and it touched the second lowest band, and it seemed to reverse itself relatively quickly. Let's see if we can see a few more instances. This is kind of getting off path of what we're doing here. You can see here that it came down and it touched the second band. Well, touched the lower band here. Again, rejected it pretty heavily. Had a rubber band back. And then it came down, broke below the second band, had a reversal back up towards center. Of course, it touched it down here as well. Didn't quite have a reversal, so it may not be the best, but here you see it came up and it touched the second to last high band here, had a reversal back. And so you see how just by its very nature of having these layers of indicators, that you could use this indicator potentially for different styles of trading. But I can't really say that that is what the creator had in mind. you can see these blue bars, for example, right here. You would think if there was some kind of reversal signal taking place, that they would have colorized a bar accordingly. And I don't really see that. I only see red and green and blue bars. Blue seems to be a kind of a choppiness filter. Red seems to be short, green seems to be long. So that's kind of how we are going to be testing it today. We're not really going to pay much attention to the bands themselves. I mean, they'll be there. We might, call them out at some point, but the overall trading functionality, I'm going to say, is just going to be off the bar coloration, and that's it. So once again, red bars are shorts, green bars are longs. Now, it is interesting to note that this is one of those instances where we have an indicator with multiple other indicators layered on top of it. This is basically kind of, you could think of an all-in-one trading system, similar to what we are attempting to create ourselves. So this isn't necessarily a standalone indicator in that sense. It's not just one single indicator that we're testing. It's actually a layer of, a few different indicators all, like I said, kind of piled on top of each other. And so this is one of those instances where, it may very well take, multiple. How am I trying to say this? So this is one of those instances where there may be a few not so good indicators that had to be supported by other indicators just to get to a reasonable win rate. Now, I don't know what win rate this is going to get. It may not even meet our 60%. And that would, kind of clue us into the fact that, layering these specific indicators on top of each other aren't going to do much good. But this is one of those things where I talk about when I say that we're, trying to test indicators as standalones and not with other indicators layered on top of it. Because let's say that this does meet our 60% criteria. Well, at that point, we have what appears to be a two-line cross with MA. We have a single line price break of moving average. We have Keltner channels. We have trend direction. We have everything already kind of built into this. And then we would have to go back in and layer back on top to bring up the win rate even more. Basically the same style of indicators that it already has. So those indicators become almost useless. The ones that are already piled, the ones that are already kind of layered into this one start to become useless at a certain point, and the indicators that we bring in that are better will kind of override the original indicators that are layered into this. And so you can see how when you have an indicator that already has multiple stacks of indicators on top of it, that all or some of them aren't very efficient, then it doesn't do very good. It's not a very good idea to keep those indicators and forge forward with them. We need to throw them out of the way, and we need to find a better indicator to go in its place. So I just thought that was interesting that we've been talking about indicators and being standalone indicators, and then I happened to just randomly pull this one up, and it is kind of an all-in-one trading system. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and test it and see what we can get out of it. Then we will go from there. All right, we are moving along here. Let's see. Looks like we get our first signal right here. It is a short signal. Looks like it gets us to take profit. Let's measure it out. It does. So a good start to it so far. All right, and we'll continue on here. And interesting to note, once again, price action came down. It hit the second to lowest band here. When it did, it rejected it pretty hard and spiked its way back up. Now, I'm not saying that that is a trading style that everyone would be happy with, but you know, it's something. If you're a reversal person, maybe you like to trade in lower time frames, then on the higher time frame, if it is giving you um, kind of a reversal signal, a reversal sign, then it's possible you could then profit from that on lower time frames as well. So so here we go. We get another signal. That's a green. That is a buy. Looks like it did pretty good. Moving on here. This is where it looked to me like we might start to get some weakness out of this indicator. Just from looking at it. Alright, continue on here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's see. So we're taking quite a few losses here. Mark that one red, but I'm not sure where it's going to go yet. It did indeed get us stopped out. Let's measure that one and see if we got two. Nope, we did not. At some point, this thing's bound to get into a trend. There it goes. Finally took off. Let's see. So let's go ahead and mark out the rest of these. So we hit a short, and then immediately a long, then almost immediately a short, then a long, then a short, then we finally hit a long right there. That one took off pretty nicely, getting us to take profit. We hit a short there. That one would have got stopped out pretty quick. That one would not have gotten us to take profit either. Neither would that, or that, or that, and this one gets us there. All right. And we are moving on. And we are picking up some sell signals up here at the top. Let's measure this out because I'm pretty sure that got stopped out back there. Did, but then it picked up a sell back over here that eventually worked out for us. There we go. Let's see here. There we go, picked up a win. Sell on that side. A winning sell on that side. Now it's riding down here against this lower band, and so again, keep an eye on that. I mean, it came down and it touched it here and didn't really have a strong rebound. So it's not to say every time it comes down on this lower band it's going to rebound nicely, but had a little bit of a pullback there. We can see that's riding down close to this lower band. Looks like price action is starting to roll itself over after a strong push down. That could be a pretty good sign that we're about to see it start to reverse course a little bit here and push to the upside. So possibly, let's see what happens. There it goes. So that would have been a decent. Let's actually back up here a little bit because I do want to be mindful of when we would have been in and out of trades. Let's see, 140. So it looks like right here is about the first time it started doing that. So there. What I'm looking at here is just like we've done with a few other indicators. What I'm going to do is once it hits the take profit, we will consider that a stop, stopped out for take profit. And then if it gives us another signal later on down the road here in the same direction, then we can go ahead and take that as well. So that's kind of what I'm following here. See if we can't help it out a little bit here. Long trade, that one didn't work out. We pick up a short right there. Got us to take profit. Then a green back here. Actually, let's mark that out, as we would have taken a loss as it called that one. There's a green and it took off pretty heavily. Not too bad on that one. So just keep an eye here, moving along. Gives us a short here. That would have worked out for us. But then it threw another one back here, kind of in a random spot. This one we'll need to measure out. Barely squeezed out take profit on that one. And then winning trade on that one. All right, moving on. Play this out just a little bit here, see what it does. All right, so we get a short signal here on this one. That would have gotten us stopped out, unfortunately. When it threw this long, that would have worked out for us. off another long there. Then we'd have picked up this long here. That would have gotten us stopped out as it came down with these long tails here. That one would have gotten us stopped out. Play this forward just a little bit. There we go. That's the end of the year. And then this one would have gotten us to take profit. Okay, so there we have it. That is the end of the year there. Let's add them up and see what we get out of them. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, and 47. So 47 trades altogether. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20 winning trades. So that fell quite short of the 60% criteria that we were looking for. Yeah, all in all, like I said, this is, this is kind of the problem that we run into, is that they have taken some strategies, some systems that in reality do not work very well, and they have layered other indicators on top of it that also potentially does not work very well either. And so basically what they've done is they have taken a bunch of mediocre indicators, layered on top of other mediocre indicators, and created one really not so good trading system out of it. This is the risk that we run when we do something like this, is that if we are taking lesser than the best indicators and then throwing other indicators that are less than the best on top of it, then by the time it's all said and done, the overall system, the end system, is going to be nothing but, okay at best. So, yeah, in my opinion, there's just some flawed kind of indicators, some flawed systems thrown together here that just, aren't going to work very well together, and they don't work very well on their own. So therefore, when piled together, they're not going to work as a team. You can see here that when it hit a consolidation area, it just got torn to shreds. It really did just get, most of its losses were taken back here. If it wasn't for the mass amount of losses back here, it might have squeaked out a 60% win rate, but yeah, it just wasn't capable of doing it. So this is a pretty decent lesson on why we should be mindful to take only the best indicators standalone into the final testing stages of creating the best of the best system that we can come up with. So all right, there you have it. It's going to go on the no list, and we will move on to the next indicator from here. If you have not already, like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell notification so that way you are notified anytime I post a new video. As part of the team, it's important that you are seeing the new videos as they come out, so you know what it is that we are discussing and what indicators we are testing
have tested and have not tested. Also, like usual, there is a link below in the description to the Discord server. You can join us on Discord so that way we can further discuss the indicators and have discussions as we move forward building our trading system. And lastly, like usual, there is a link below to TradingView. If you like what you see whenever I use TradingView and you are interested in signing up for TradingView, if you use the link below and sign up for a paid account, you will save a little bit of money. So, all right, everybody, I will see you on the next video.